Welcome to a demonstration of creating and managing an eGrants account. The purpose of this tutorial is to guide grantees through establishing an individual eGrants account. It will also cover defining user roles in the system. For security purposes, each staff member of an organization must create an individual account in order to access eGrants. This demonstration will be presented with a PowerPoint which can be downloaded in PDF format at the end. Let's get started. To begin, go to the main website for Senior Corps at www.seniorcorps.gov. Likewise, you can go to www.nationalservice.gov. Both URLs will take you to the same website. You will find the eGrants link located under the blue subject heading for Organizations. Click on the link to go to the eGrants page. In the middle of the eGrants page, notice the eGrants System Status Notification box that will inform you of the system's performance. Scroll down and click on Please click here to use eGrants. This will open a new web browser that takes you to the eGrants login page. From there, click on Don't have an eGrants account? Create an account. If you already have an eGrants account for another CNCS program, for example, AmeriCorps or Learn and Serve, please do not create another account. You will use the same account to create or complete your Senior Corps project application and reports. Likewise, if you already have an account but do not remember your login information, please do not create another account in the system. Instead, contact the help desk and request for your password to be reset. On the preceding page, click on Create a Grantee Account. On the next page, confirm by clicking This is my first time. I want to create a new account with eGrants. Before you begin to create your account, please have two pieces of information handy. The first piece is your organization's EIN, the Employer's Identification Number, also known as the Taxpayer's ID Number. The second piece of information is your organization's exact legal applicant name. Complete the login information page to create your account. Enter your name, username, password, password question and answer, and email address. For security purposes, your password must meet a list of criteria. Should you have any trouble with creating a password, click on the small gray square next to the field to see the Help menu. Since the system will open a secondary window for the menu, please make sure any pop-up blockers are turned off prior to clicking on the menu link. Go to the Tools menu and point to Pop-up Blocker and make sure that it is turned off. Here's the Help menu pop-up. You can toggle back and forth to it by minimizing and restoring the window. Simply click on the web browser with New Password field as the description. The password question and answer fields must also be completed. Should you forget your password, there is a Forgot Password link on the login page that you can follow to reset it. The system will send an email reminder to the address that you provide on this page. Please note that you must select the same question and answer. If you forget your password question and go down the list to answer each one, the system will lock up your account after 3 unsuccessful attempts. Once your account is locked, you must contact the help desk to have it unlocked. Click on Next after you have completed the login information page. On the EIN page, enter the employer's identification number. Again, this is also known as the Taxpayer's ID Number. The system will give you a list of all organizations that share the same EIN as your organization. Scroll down the list to find your organization and select it. The next page you will see is the organization information page with the information already populated. The organizational contact information may be different from the project contact information. If you need to change the project address after you have already submitted your application, please contact your program officer. Click Next to enter your contact number. The only required phone number is the daytime number. Click Next again. Review the information and click Submit. Once you have submitted your account creation request, you should receive a thank you confirmation note letting you know that the grantee administrator has been notified. There may be more than one grantee administrators listed if the role is shared with multiple people in the organization. If you would like to send a personal email to the grantee administrator, click on the person's name. Doing so will open a blank email addressed to that person. At this point, the system will also generate 2 email messages. The first one is to you to confirm that you have created an account and are requesting the grantee administrator to grant you access. Let's take a look at a sample email message. The other message is to the grantee administrator to let him or her know that someone's trying to create an account for the organization. Here's the other sample message. Once the grantee administrator has received the message from eGrants, he or she must log on to their account and assign a user role to you before you can log on. Let's take a look at how to manage your account. Once you have been assigned a user role, you may log into your account. From the home page, there are 2 ways to access your account information. Notice the primary navigation tabs in the upper right area as well as the My Account link in the lower section of the page. Both links will take you to the same page to manage your account. If you have been assigned the grantee administrator role, you will also see the link Org has users awaiting approval. This link will take you to the Edit User Role Permissions page. Let's first take a look at the My Account page. On this page, you can manage your account by updating your login and contact information. We will take a look at the following 2 pages in the order denoted by the numbers on this slide. To update your information, click on the corresponding link, edit, and click Next or Submit. Here's an example of the email address page. Simply change the address and click Next. Let's return to the My Account page. If you are the grantee administrator, you will also be able to see the Edit User Role Permissions link. Otherwise, this link will not be visible. On this page, you will see a list of people who have created accounts or account requests for your organization. This list will also include people who have been assigned no access. For example, if staff members have left the organization, they should be assigned no access. There is no way to delete a person from the system. You can only assign no access to them. This is for security purposes so that you may have a record of everyone who has accessed your organization's information. To assign a user role, simply select one of the 3 roles from the drop-down menu and click Submit. A confirmation page will appear with the person's name and their new access role. Let's now go over the user roles. There are 3 user roles in the eGrant system. The first one is Grantee Without Access to Budget. This role has limited access to the application and cannot view the budget information. It also cannot assign user role. The second one is Grantee with Access to Budget. This role has full access to the application, but cannot assign user role. Finally, the grantee administrator has full access to the application as well as the responsibility to assign user role. We recommend that each organization designate more than 1 grantee administrators. Access means the ability to view and edit parts or all of the application depending on the role assigned. All 3 of these roles can authorize, assure, and certify the application. Therefore, the authorized representative of the organization can have any user role assigned to him or her and be able to complete the electronic signatures. However, the authorized representative must have his or her own account with which to log on in order to complete the sections so that the system can recognize and register their name. Please note that your application instruction states that The person who signs this form must be the applicant's authorized representative. A copy of the governing body's authorization for this official representative to sign must be on file in the applicant's office. This information was derived from the Senior Corps Application Instructions, page 6, item 18. At this point, you can download a copy of the application instructions as well as a copy of this presentation in PDF format. Just follow these simple steps to save it onto your computer. When you see the links, right-click and select Save Target As. Type in the name of the file and select the location on your computer in which you would like to save it. The first link you will see is for the Senior Corps Application Instructions. Please right-click on the link and select Save Target As. The second link you will see is the presentation in PDF format. Again, right-click on the link and select Save Target As. Type in the name and select the location on your computer to save it. This concludes the demonstration. For technical help with creating your account, please contact the help desk at 1-888-677-7849. Here's some additional contact information. You can use the pause button located on the upper left corner if you need more time. Thank you for watching this tutorial.